Licensure Examination for teachers. Subject: Social Sciences. General Education, for both elementary and secondary. Topic: General Psychology. Question number 1. Which school of thought in psychology, pioneered by Wilhelm Wundt, used introspection to break down mental processes into their most basic elements, sensations, feelings, and images? A. Functionalism. B. Behaviorism. C. Structuralism. D. Psychoanalysis. Correct answer: C. Structuralism. Why C is correct? Structuralism, led by Wundt and Titchener, focused on identifying the structure of the mind by breaking conscious experience down into its elemental components. Their primary research method was carefully controlled introspection. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. Functionalism. Focused on the function or purpose of consciousness and behavior, heavily influenced by Darwin, e.g., William James. B. Behaviorism. Rejected the study of consciousness entirely, focusing only on observable behavior and learning, e.g., Watson, Skinner. D. Psychoanalysis. Focused on the unconscious mind, conflicts, and early childhood experiences, e.g., Sigmund Freud. Edge knowledge. Associate structure with elements. If the goal is to break something down into its basic parts or elements, the school is structuralism. Introspection is the tool they use to do it. Question number 2. According to Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development, during which stage does a child primarily acquire the concept of object permanence? A. Formal operational stage. B. Sensorimotor stage. C. Pre-operational stage. D. Concrete operational stage. Correct answer: B. Sensorimotor stage. Why B is correct? The sensorimotor stage, birth to approximately 2 years, is when infants learn about the world primarily through their senses and actions. Object permanence, understanding that an object still exists even when it's hidden, is the major cognitive milestone achieved during this stage. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. Formal operational stage, marked by the ability to engage in abstract thought and hypothetical reasoning, ages 12+. C. Pre-operational stage, marked by egocentrism and the use of symbols, language, ages 2 to 7. D. Concrete operational stage, marked by the acquisition of conservation, understanding that quantity remains the same despite changes in shape, and logical thinking about concrete events, ages 7 to 11. Edge knowledge. Think milestone. Object permanence is the earliest, most fundamental cognitive achievement. It occurs before the use of complex language or symbols, linking it directly to the sensorimotor stage. Question number 3. In classical conditioning, Ivan Pavlov, what is the term for the naturally occurring stimulus that reliably elicits a reflex or automatic response without any prior learning? A. Conditioned stimulus, CS. B. Conditioned response, CR. C. Neutral stimulus, NS. D. Unconditioned stimulus, UCS. Correct answer: D. Unconditioned stimulus, UCS. Why D is correct? The unconditioned stimulus, UCS, is the stimulus, e.g., food, that instinctively and reliably causes a natural, unlearned reaction, salivation. The unconditioned response, UCR. No conditioning is required. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. Conditioned stimulus, CS, the initially neutral stimulus, e.g., bell, that is paired with the UCS. B. Conditioned response, CR, the learned response, e.g., salivation to the bell. C. Neutral stimulus, NS, the stimulus that elicits no particular response before conditioning. After pairing, it becomes the CS. Edge knowledge. Think natural, unlearned. The key is the prefix un. If a response is unlearned or unconditional, it must be paired with an unconditioned stimulus, UCS. Question number 4. According to Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theory, which personality structure operates on the pleasure principle, demanding immediate gratification of needs and desires? A. ID. B. Ego. C. Superego. D. Persona. Correct answer: A. ID. Why A is correct? The ID is the primitive and instinctual part of the mind. It operates entirely on the pleasure principle, seeking immediate satisfaction of biological and instinctual needs, hunger, sex, aggression, without regard for reality or morality. Why the wrong answers are wrong. B. Ego. Operates on the reality principle, mediating between the ID and the external world, superego. C. Superego. Operates on the morality principle, representing internalized ideals, conscience, and moral standards. D. Persona. In Jungian theory, this refers to the mask or role a person presents to the public. Edge knowledge. Think immediate gratification. The ID is the inner child or devil on the shoulder, it wants what it wants now. Pleasure principle. ID. Question number 5. A researcher calculated the mode for the following set of student scores: 15, 18, 12, 18, 20, 15, 18. What is the mode of this distribution? A. 15, B. 17, C. 18, D. 20. Correct answer. C. 18. Why C is correct. The mode is the measure of central tendency that represents the value that occurs most frequently in a dataset. 15 appears twice, 12 appears once, 20 appears once, 18 appears 3 times. Therefore, the mode is 18. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. 15 appears only twice. B. 17. The median, the middle score when ordered, is 17, but not the mode. D. 20 appears only once. Edge knowledge. The easiest measure to calculate. Mode stands for most often. Just quickly count the frequency of each number to find the one with the highest count. Question number 6. Which type of memory system has a limited capacity, around 7 plus or minus 2 items, and holds information for only a short period, typically under 30 seconds, unless rehearsal occurs? A. Sensory memory. B. Short-term memory, STM. C. Long-term memory, LTM. D. Procedural memory. Correct answer. B. Short-term memory, STM. Why B is correct. Short-term memory, STM, is the limited capacity system that retains non-encoded information for a brief duration. The famous capacity limit of 7 plus or minus 2 items, discovered by George Miller, is the defining characteristic of STM. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Sensory memory. Holds vast amounts of sensory input for only a fraction of a second. C. Long-term memory, LTM, has virtually unlimited capacity and duration. D. Procedural memory. A type of LTM for skills and actions, knowing how. Edge knowledge. Think phone number. The key phrase is limited capacity and the 7 plus or minus 2 rule, which explains why phone numbers are typically 7 digits. This always refers to STM. Question number 7. According to Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which level of need focuses on achieving one's full potential, including creative activities and self-fulfillment? A. Safety needs. B. Esteem needs. C. Love and belonging needs. D. Self-actualization needs. Correct answer. D. Self-actualization needs. Why D is correct. Self-actualization is the highest level of Maslow's hierarchy, focused on realizing personal potential, self-fulfillment, and peak experiences. It's the drive to become the most one can be. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Safety needs. Focuses on security, stability, and freedom from fear. B. Esteem needs. Focuses on achievement, competence, and respect from others, precedes self-actualization. C. Love and belonging needs. Focuses on relationships, friendship, and family, social needs. Edge knowledge. Maslow's hierarchy is a pyramid. Self-actualization is the apex, the peak. When the question is about full potential or self-fulfillment, it must be the highest, most ultimate need. Question number 8. The tendency for people to overestimate the influence of personality traits and underestimate the impact of situational factors when explaining the behavior of others is known as the A. Cognitive dissonance. B. Groupthink. C. Fundamental attribution error, FAE. D. Halo effect. Correct answer. C. Fundamental attribution error, FAE. Why C is correct. The fundamental attribution error, FAE, is the bias of attributing others' actions to their internal, stable dispositions, personality, while failing to acknowledge the role of external, situational factors. Example. assuming a driver is a bad personality, for cutting you off, rather than considering they might be rushing to the hospital, situation. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Cognitive dissonance. Mental stress experienced by holding two or more contradictory beliefs or values simultaneously. B. Groupthink. A phenomenon where the desire for harmony or conformity in a group results in an irrational or dysfunctional decision-making outcome. D. Halo effect. A bias where a person's positive trait, e.g., attractiveness, influences one's overall impression of that person. Edge knowledge. When judging others, we tend to focus on their fundamentally flawed personality. The key pairing is overestimate personality, underestimate situation. Question number 9. A 10-year-old child takes an intelligence test and is found to have a mental age, MA, of 12. Using the standard formula, what is the child's intelligence quotient, IQ? A. 83, B. 100, C. 110, D. 120. Correct answer, D. 120. Why D is correct? The classic IQ formula is IQ equals mental age, MA, over chronological age, CA, times 100. MA equals 12, CA equals 10. IQ equals 12 over 10 times 100 equals 1.2 times 100 equals 120. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. 83. Result of calculating 10 over 12 times 100. B. 100. The score of a child whose MA and CA are the same, average intelligence. C. 110. Incorrect calculation. Edge knowledge. Remember the MA over CA rule. If the MA is higher than the CA, like 12 over 10, the IQ must be over 100, above average. This quickly eliminates options A and B. Question number 10. A persistent, excessive, and irrational fear of a specific object, situation, or activity that leads to avoidance behavior is clinically classified as A. Obsession. B. Generalized anxiety disorder, GAD. C. Phobia. D. Delusion. Correct answer. C. Phobia. Why C is correct? A phobia is an anxiety disorder defined by the hallmark features mentioned. It is persistent, excessive, irrational, and tied to a specific object or situation, e.g., spiders, heights, public speaking, leading to active avoidance. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Obsession. A recurring, intrusive, and unwanted thought, not a fear of a specific external object. B. Generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, involves chronic, excessive, and pervasive anxiety and worry about many things, not just one specific object. D. Delusion. A fixed, false belief that is firmly held despite contradictory evidence, typically associated with psychotic disorders. Edge knowledge. Focus on specificity and avoidance. The combination of irrational fear and specific trigger is the clinical definition of a phobia. If this video gave you an edge, sharpen that like button and subscribe to stay ahead.